All right, happy Thanksgiving.
And a happy Thanksgiving to you.
Gobble gobble gee and gobble gobble gickle.
What did
I wish turkey only cost a nickel.
What did the turkey say to the computer?
I don't know that one. What did he say?
Google, Google, Google.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hi, and welcome to Seattle's #1 comic book podcast, the podcast that is dedicated to the first issue of your next favorite comic. I'm Larry.
I'm James.
And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is our 84th episode. Thor,
Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite.
Dynamite, 84th.
The Thanksgiving song by Adam Sandler. I love
it. Thor, God of Thunder.
God of Thunder. Hear me roar.
Have you seen the movie yet, James? The most recent
one? No, I have not, Larry. Have you? Ragnarok?
Ragnarok. We went and saw it a couple weeks ago, and we really, really enjoyed it. And
did you see Justice League?
Not yet. I might have to go see it. I don't know if Rotten Tomatoes is accurate, but they haven't been too kind to it.
Yeah, I stopped trusting Rotten Tomatoes about a year ago.
Oh, right on. What they said, oh, this is a Godfather's. Gave it what's the worst Rotten Tomato, 25 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And you're like, oh, it was really good.
I just noticed they always get, recent things are so inflated, and then, they've just become much more extreme. You don't see stuff that's in, the low 80s as much. It's always, super high or super low.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I feel like they've been corrupted. I don't know why.
I just like to go to the movies. I don't think about movies that much. I was like, oh, if
I'll
I
watch
liked
a bad movie.
I'll watch a bad movie, sure. And then I'll be a little mad. But
especially a superhero movie.
Yeah, I'll watch a bad superhero movie.
Well, and I think superhero movies get, weird ratings, too, because the people who are really fans of it, they're never going to be happy.
Oh, right,
real,
yeah.
Justice League fans, they're never going to be like this. They did it.
They cracked the code.
Anyway, you liked Thor?
I did. I've liked all the Thor movies. I think the second one was better than the first one, and the third one's better than the second one. Yeah, they keep getting better.
They were a little. I think I just saw the first one. It was a little. Well, I guess we'll talk about it when we get into our new Thor. I like old Thor better than future Thor.
I like young Thor.
Yeah, young Thor. I like young Thor the best, I think.
All right. But before we get into Thor, God of Thunder, issue 1 of volume 1, The God Butcher, written by Jason Aaron, art by Esad Ribic, published by Marvel Comics, 2013, 23 pages of story. We're going to talk about some recent and decent.
Yeah, let's hear it. What you got for us, Larry?
So, this came out 2 weeks ago.
Actually, I have something recent and decent.
Oh, let fly.
I was just kidding.
No!
Gotcha.
All right, this came out 2 weeks ago. Recent and decent. This is Master of Kung Fu, issue 126. Now, I don't read Master of Kung Fu, published by Marvel, on the regular, but I do know the characters. And this particular one, I want to dial it up onto my my Kindle here, but it's going to probably take a couple seconds. So, but this particular issue and has our main. So the story is the Master of Kung Fu, who is also an Avenger.
Is he a Kung Fu master?
And animal lover, and he saves this little monkey, who becomes his trainee monkey. He learns Kung Fu. His name is Chi, and it's very
monkey
fun.
Style?
Yeah, monkey style Kung Fu. It's very fun. It's
Is it colorful?
It's very colorful. It's very scratchy. The art is, I wasn't up and ready to go, so I apologize. I'm gonna dial up my.
Is it kind of Kung Fu Panda reminiscent? Or more like old school Kung Fu movies?
It's old school Kung Fu movies. In fact, the main character looks almost like modeled right after Bruce Lee.
Oh, nice. That's a good model.
Yeah, and all right, get into my book. This is gonna take a second. Sorry, folks. Radio.
I thought about studying Jeet Kune though. There's still got to be a couple studios around, right?
I don't know. I don't.
That's the one he invented, right?
I have a real affinity for like kung fu, karate, I love that stuff. I love those movies. I love Bruce Lee. So Kung Fu, Master of Kung Fu I'm an easy mark for it. Boy, I'm stalling I'm stalling just to get my book up here and running here. But this, like I said, so I'm just going to just pop up to one particular page here. And so basically our hero has taken the day off.
Fighting.
And
took the day off.
On his day off, he does a lot of push-ups.
Oh, just like me. That's how I do my day off.
And then they go out for ice cream. Now.
Oh, that's like me.
That's more like me than the push-ups. Me too. And then they go out for ice cream, him and his pet monkey. And, they're jumped by ninjas. Now, these ninjas work for the big bad in this. Now,
are the ninjas all dressed in black and you only see their eyes?
Yeah, they're great ninjas. So much punch
Do
up.
they have swords?
Yeah, swords. Punch up, punch up, punch up. I'm gonna see if what weapons they do have. I'm gonna go to pages here. The punch ups are great,
stars.
But I have to tell you, the dialogue here is punny and funny.
Oh, nice.
And that's what I love this art. I love this scratchy style art. It's dark, but it's got a real, fun look to it. The action sequences are top notch. Just so much funny action. The monkey gets in there, does some eye scratching. It's hilarious. And then when we meet the bad guy,
that's not fair. Eye scratching.
Yeah, well, you could.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah, and when we meet the big bad here, his name is Dr. Preyas, and his first name is Mal. Don't call him Malpractice.
Wow, I didn't put it together.
It's so funny. So check that out. It's recent and decent. It's Master of Kung Fu 2017, issue 126, written by Dalibor. Oh, these names are going to kill me. Dalibor Talaji. And, no, that's the art. And then written by CM Punk.
CM Punk?
That's his name. Isn't it a rad name?
CM Punk, he wrote, he or she wrote something else.
Yeah, I think
they're big. CM Punk is big.
We read something by them. All right. So, recent and decent Kung Fu Master. Marvel Comics.
CM Punk is a mixed martial artist.
I bet you... I did not Google CM Punk. I don't know anything about them.
He's like a mixed martial artist. He's in the UFC.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I learn something new every time I talk to you, James.
Yeah. He's a martial arts master.
Well, he is a gifted
WWE superstar.
He is a gifted writer because this dialogue is off the chain. The ice cream sequence is so funny. He smacks him in the.
I really want to read it. Oh man, a real guy wrote it.
Oh yeah, and it's a single issue. I forgot to say.
Oh, that's easy.
Issue 1 of 1.
There you go.
All right, check it out.
Wait, is it on Comixology free? Or
No,
is
it is not on Comixology free. You're going to pay $3.25 or something.
For a one shot.
Yeah, it's a great one shot.
Sweet.
All right.
Get to Thor.
Let's dive into Thor, God of Thunder.
God of Thunder.
And rock and roll.
Burn, 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 burn.
All right, James. So, like I said, it was written by Jason Aaron with art by Esad Ribic, published by Marvel Comics, 2013. 23 pages of content. But that's not true. If you have Comixology Unlimited, you got the full 5 issues. James, did you go beyond?
I did not, but I wanted to.
Oh, then let fly.
All right. So, it's almost like I almost want to tell it in a not in the order that they told it in. So, it's the story of 3 Thors. Like, young Thor, middle-aged Thor, and old Thor. And they're all kind of dealing with a similar problem that has plagued, will and has plagued them for, they're a really, since 893 AD, all the way into, I don't know how far the future goes, but.
Yeah, we don't know how far the future goes, but we do know what the present is.
Yeah, which is the present. That's the easy one. It's right now. But they're all dealing with this character who is killing gods. And it's I really like this 3 narrative setup because it allows for different, you can learn about the bad guy, but you still haven't fought him, or I don't know. I've never really seen something told like this before.
Yeah, you don't see the bad guy either. In this entire first issue, we don't meet, I think his name is Gore. We don't meet
something
Gore
like
or Gar. Gar the God Butcher.
Mm-hmm. So our first story, Young Thor, is this is his first discovery of this God Butcher guy. And then Middle Thor, in present day, which is outer space, he finds a planet where their gods were destroyed. And he's like, oh, this reminds me of that other time. I'm going really fat, these are broad strokes and we'll get into details. But then the last final Thor, many millennia from now, Thor's the only god left. And he has to face down a final battle against whatever this God Butcher is. He's the only one left not butchered, I guess.
Yeah, isn't that neat? So our young Thor is enjoying the fruits of his labor after he has slain a frost giant on the shores of Norway. Yeah,
and he's not. I noticed he doesn't have his hammer.
Right.
He's using what did he call it?
I don't know what the axe name is called. The axe does have a name.
I think he said it, and it made me. Oh yeah, he's like, whatever it was, it's no match for this Asgardian steel. I guess he didn't say the name.
Yeah,
but it was it pointed out to me. It made me notice oh, he doesn't have his hammer, and so it was the 3 Thors, they definitely look different, and they're very distinct, which I liked. I
like that a lot too, and I was definitely, I have that in my notes to ask you what you thought of that, because you can see the clothing changes, and I don't know if the
his weapon changed.
The weapon changes, and even the skin gets a little bit. You get older. People get older, and this art. How does he do that?
And the costume gets more elaborate. Young Thor, he's definitely got more of a Viking style. His arms are bare, and really he just has a leather vest and leather pants, I guess.
Yeah, he's just got a few straps for a gauntlet instead of full on
and like risk